Welcome back. In the last video, we introduced the album with For Whom the Bell Tolls. In this installment, we're exploring the second track that continues to unravel the complex layers of life and mortality. As we embark on this journey, we'll dissect the intricate storytelling and thought-provoking lyricism that define Cole's introspective exploration of immortality and the legacy we leave behind. Join me as I unravel the enigmatic themes woven throughout the song and delve into the soul-stirring melodies that resonate with listeners on a profound level. This is Immortal. Cole paints a vivid portrait of the realities of life and death, drawing from the perspectives of James and his own experiences as an artist. Through James's lens as a drug dealer, Cole confronts the harsh realities of mortality, highlighting the dangers and risks inherent in that lifestyle. At the same time, he reflects on his mortality as an artist, grappling with the idea of leaving behind a legacy through his music. This introspective examination of death adds a layer of depth to the album, inviting listeners to contemplate their mortality and the impact they hope to have on the world. The intro opens with an expressive vocalization, capturing a sense of both amusement and reflection. This playful yet contemplative tone sets the stage for the introspective journey that follows in the song. In the opening verse, Cole reflects on his youthful aspirations and the stark contrast of his circumstances. At barely 17 years old, he clung to dreams of success and a better life, symbolized by the phrase "dollar and a dream." This phrase, popularized by Cole himself, encapsulates the notion of striving for more despite having little material wealth. However, while Cole held on to hope for a brighter future, he couldn't ignore the allure of quick money and status that came with involvement in the drug trade. His friends appeared to be thriving, adorned in new clothing and seemingly living the high life, while Cole grappled with the moral dilemma of whether to join them or stay true to his dreams. The juxtaposition of hope and temptation underscores the internal conflict faced by many young people in impoverished communities, torn between aspirations for success and the harsh realities of their surroundings. Cole vividly illustrates the gritty reality of the drug trade, particularly the sale of crack cocaine. The mention of serving a fiend refers to providing drugs to addicts, highlighting the destructive cycle of addiction that permeates many impoverished communities. The phrase "pocketful of soap" alludes to the deceptive practice of passing off soap shavings as crack cocaine, a tactic used by some dealers to maximize profits or deceive buyers. This clever wordplay underscores the harsh and deceptive nature of the drug trade, where individuals resort to desperate measures to survive or profit from the vulnerabilities of others. He reflects on the burden of knowledge that comes with experience, particularly in witnessing or being involved in traumatic events. The phrase "brothers, I can tell you things that you probably shouldn't know" suggests that Cole has been exposed to dark and disturbing truths that may be unsettling or taboo to discuss openly. This could refer to witnessing violence, death, or other harrowing experiences associated with street life. The mention of hearing the screams when the body hit the floor evokes a visceral image of the aftermath of violence, highlighting the haunting impact of such events on the psyche. This imagery is further emphasized by Cole's reference to experiencing flashbacks to the pain and waking up in cold sweats. These symptoms suggest a deep emotional trauma and psychological distress, likely stemming from the loss of loved ones or the witnessing of tragic events firsthand. Cole vividly describes the daily routine of a drug dealer, likely from James's perspective. The mention of 6 o'clock in the morning echoes the urgency and vigilance required to navigate the dangers of the streets, particularly in the early hours when law enforcement presence may be heightened. The reference to "hit the Bowflex" adds a layer of irony, juxtaposing the idea of physical fitness with the illegal activities of drug dealing. The Bowflex, a brand of exercise equipment, symbolizes both the physical strength gained from exercise and the metaphorical weight of drugs that the dealer carries on the block. By highlighting the need to keep watch for the cops, Cole emphasizes the constant threat of law enforcement and the ever-present risk of arrest or confrontation that looms over those involved in illegal activities. This portrayal offers a stark depiction of the harsh realities faced by individuals navigating life in impoverished and crime-ridden neighborhoods. He offers a stark commentary on the criminal justice system and its treatment of individuals, particularly those from marginalized communities. The phrase "3 hots and a cot" is a colloquial term used to describe the basic provisions offered to incarcerated individuals: 3 hot meals a day and a place to sleep. However, Cole's use of this phrase carries a dual meaning, highlighting the harsh reality of incarceration and the systemic issues within the prison system. On one hand, it alludes to the institutionalized nature of incarceration, where individuals, especially from disadvantaged backgrounds, may see prison as a more viable option than struggling to survive in impoverished conditions. The portrayal of prison as a place that offers necessities, albeit within the confines of confinement, underscores the limited opportunities and bleak prospects faced by many individuals in society. Additionally, Cole's mention of crime pays like a part-time job further underscores the socio-economic factors at play in the cycle of crime and incarceration. The line suggests that for some individuals, engaging in illegal activities may seem like a lucrative option compared to legitimate employment opportunities, especially in communities where economic opportunities are scarce and systemic barriers hinder social mobility. Cole provides insight into the struggles and challenges faced by individuals like James, who are caught in the cycle of poverty and crime. The reference to praying for a Carl Tom vibe alludes to a sense of desperation and longing for relief from the hardships caused by the scarcity of drugs to sell, symbolized by the metaphorical drought. The mention of Carl Thomas in his song Summer Rain reflects James's yearning for better times, as he hopes for a return of prosperity and opportunity, symbolized by the metaphorical summer rain. However, despite this longing for change, James finds himself trapped in a cycle of pain and struggle, as indicated by his need to numb the pain and the difficulty he faces as a felon trying to make a living. The internal conflict expressed in the line, "No, it's wrong, but I'm selling," highlights the moral dilemma faced by individuals like James, who feel compelled to engage in illegal activities due to limited options and systemic barriers. Despite recognizing the ethical implications of his actions, James feels trapped by his circumstances and is driven to make difficult choices to survive. Cole captures the profound impact of loss and the enduring memory of those who have passed away. The image of eyes welling up with tears reflects the deep emotional pain and sorrow experienced by James as he mourns the loss of his friends who have been killed. The phrase, "thinking about my brothers dead in the dirt," vividly portrays the harsh reality of violence and death in James's community, as he grapples with the tragic deaths of his friends. Despite their physical absence, their memory lives on, symbolized by the image of them being immortalized on this shirt. The tradition of creating memorial shirts serves as a poignant reminder of the lives lost and the lasting impact they have on those left behind. Through these lines, Cole powerfully conveys the pain, grief, and sense of loss experienced by individuals like James, while also highlighting the resilience and strength found in preserving the memory of loved ones. The chorus reflects on the enduring legacy of those who have passed away, particularly within the context of street life and the hardships faced by individuals like James. The repetition of the phrase, "real brothers don't die," underscores the belief that those who have lived and died in the streets continue to live on in memory and spirit. James, grappling with the harsh realities of his environment, sees significance in the idea that individuals who navigate the dangers of the streets are immortalized in some way. This perspective speaks to the complex dynamics of survival and identity within communities affected by violence and systemic injustices. Furthermore, the numerical reference 1745 and the mention of forming on the block evoke imagery of street corners and the hustle of urban life. These lines serve as a reminder of the harsh realities and struggles faced by individuals like James, whose lives are deeply intertwined with the streets they call home. In the second verse, Cole confronts the harsh realities of racial inequality and systemic injustice faced by black communities. The imagery of a fiend cooking crack on a spoon and the notion of a black person on the moon serve as stark reminders of the socio-economic disparities and barriers that exist. The reference to seeing a black man on the moon alludes to the lack of representation and opportunities afforded to black individuals, even in groundbreaking achievements like space exploration. Despite the advancements in society, racial discrimination persists, limiting the aspirations and dreams of many. The verse further delves into the devastating impact of mass incarceration on families, as Cole vividly portrays the anguish of witnessing a loved one being sent to prison. The juxtaposition of crying while witnessing a brother's incarceration highlights the emotional toll and despair experienced by those affected by the criminal justice system. In contrast, the mention of a ribbon in the sky symbolizes hope and the possibility of positive change. The reference draws from Stevie Wonder's song, "Ribbon in the Sky," which conveys the idea of destiny and the belief in brighter futures despite adversity. Cole critiques the pervasive influence of materialism and the prioritization of wealth over other values in society. The reference to CREAM, an acronym popularized by the Wu-Tang Clan, underscores the overarching theme that cash rules everything around me. By stating all I see is that cream brother, that green, Cole highlights the prevalence of a narrow focus on material wealth and financial success, which often obscures individuals' perceptions of reality. This tunnel vision blinds people to the broader issues of inequality, injustice, and the importance of genuine human connection. The repetition of the line suggests a sense of resignation or acceptance of this reality, reflecting the pervasive nature of materialism in contemporary culture. Through this critique, Cole challenges listeners to question the values prioritized in society and to reconsider what truly matters beyond monetary wealth. He celebrates his cultural heritage and affirms his identity as a black man. By referring to himself as a black king and describing his partner as his black queen, Cole embraces and uplifts black excellence and royalty. The mention of black genes on his partner further emphasizes their shared cultural identity and pride. However, Cole also acknowledges the challenges faced by black individuals, particularly black women, in industries like entertainment. The line, "and her backside fat, too fat for a flat screen," alludes to the limited representation and opportunities afforded to black women in media and entertainment. It highlights the pervasive issue of colorism and body shaming, where individuals with darker skin tones and curvier bodies often face discrimination and are marginalized in mainstream media. Cole adopts the persona of a powerful figure within the drug trade, known as a kingpin, who exerts significant control and influence over the operation of the trap, a term referring to a location where drugs are sold. By proclaiming himself as the type of individual who can make the entire trap lean, Cole suggests his ability to dominate and manipulate the drug market, causing it to tilt or lean in his favor. The imagery of putting wings on a crack fiend is metaphorical, suggesting that Cole's supply of cocaine is so potent and addictive that it elevates users to a heavenly or euphoric state, akin to obtaining wings. This imagery also implies the dangerous consequences of drug addiction, as users may ultimately face death from overdose, symbolized by the idea of obtaining angel wings. Furthermore, Cole's wordplay with the terms lean and crack highlights his skillful manipulation of language to convey multiple meanings. The reference to the film Paid in Full and the iconic scene from Scarface adds depth to the imagery, drawing parallels between Cole's portrayal of the drug trade and cinematic representations of criminal enterprises. He asserts his determination to resist law enforcement efforts to apprehend him, suggesting that he will not be easily captured or subdued. By invoking the image of a SWAT team, a highly trained and heavily armed police unit, Cole emphasizes the seriousness of his defiance and his willingness to confront any challenge head-on. The reference to Scarface, particularly the iconic final scene of the film where the protagonist Tony Montana meets his demise in a blaze of gunfire, underscores Cole's defiance and refusal to go down without a fight. By likening himself to Tony Montana, Cole portrays himself as a figure of resilience and defiance in the face of adversity. However, Cole's reflection on the concept of being a legend adds a layer of introspection to these lines. He questions the true meaning and significance of legendary status, wondering if it is worth sacrificing his life for. This introspective moment invites listeners to contemplate the complexities of fame, success, and the pursuit of legacy. In the outro, Cole reflects on the dichotomy between dying young as a revered legend or living a long life without fulfilling his aspirations of changing the world. He grapples with the notion that societal recognition and appreciation often come only after an individual's passing, echoing the sentiment that legends are often revered more in death than in life. The reference to being heard and getting old encapsulates Cole's desire to make a meaningful impact with his music, while also acknowledging the inevitability of aging. He confronts the tension between the urgency to be heard and the fear of being forgotten as time passes. Drawing on cultural references and societal observations, Cole contemplates the paradox of fame and legacy, recognizing that true appreciation and understanding of an individual's contributions may only come with time. This introspective rumination underscores the complexities of navigating fame, artistic expression, and the pursuit of lasting significance in a world where recognition is often fleeting. He acknowledges the persistent presence of thoughts about mortality in his mind. He expresses a desire for a swift and painless passing, should the time come for him to leave this world. This poignant reflection underscores the inevitability of death and the uncertainty that accompanies thoughts of one's mortality. By acknowledging the transient nature of life and the inevitability of death, Cole confronts existential questions about the purpose and meaning of existence. Despite the inherent fear and uncertainty surrounding mortality, he recognizes the futility of striving for immortality, understanding that nobody is meant to live forever. These contemplative lyrics resonate with themes of introspection and existentialism prevalent throughout the album, inviting listeners to confront their mortality and contemplate the significance of their lives. Cole's candid exploration of death and its implications serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of living with purpose and intention. By referencing his peers from Virginia, Cole acknowledges the hustle and struggle shared by individuals like Pharrell Williams and Clips, who emerged from similar environments marked by adversity and street life. Pharrell and Clips, particularly known for their gritty portrayals of life in Virginia Beach, have depicted the challenges of navigating the streets and the allure of hustling in their music. Pharrell's track, Show You How to Hustle, exemplifies this narrative as he weaves a tale of street life and survival, offering insights into the tactics and mindset required to navigate the hustle. Cole's mention of hustling like his counterparts from Virginia underscores the shared experiences and resilience of individuals striving to overcome obstacles and make a name for themselves in the face of adversity. Cole confronts the pervasive societal narrative that limits the avenues of success available to Black individuals, often relegating them to selling drugs, pursuing rap careers, or aspiring to become professional basketball players. He criticizes this narrow mindset, which confines Black youth to a predetermined path and perpetuates systemic inequality. By presenting these options in a hierarchical order, with selling drugs being prioritized over pursuing careers in music or sports, Cole highlights the damaging effects of such limited perspectives. He suggests that this narrow thinking confines Black individuals to a cycle of oppression and impedes their ability to break free from systemic constraints. In likening these societal constraints to the historical atrocities of slavery, Cole draws a chilling parallel to the imagery of strange fruit, a powerful metaphor for the lynching of Black Americans. The reference to Billie Holiday's haunting rendition of Strange Fruit underscores the enduring legacy of racial violence and oppression, suggesting that despite progress, Black individuals continue to face systemic barriers and injustices. Ultimately, Immortal serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring struggle for freedom, justice, and equality in a society plagued by systemic racism and inequality. Through his introspective verses and thought-provoking imagery, Cole urges listeners to confront uncomfortable truths and advocate for change, offering a glimpse into the resilience and humanity that perseveres in the face of adversity. Join me in the next video as I explore the captivating narrative woven through Deja Vu, the next track. Thank you for watching. See you next time. God bless you and have an impactful day.